Welcome back everyone. Let's go ahead and compare the Apple Watch Series 7 that just came out to the Apple Watch Series 2. Now, I've owned both these watches for a little bit of time. The Series 7 obviously not as much as the Series 2. And I just came off using the Series 2 not too long ago. About a year ago I was still using that watch, or 2 years ago, whatever, and I had a great time using it. It was awesome. It was a huge jump up from my previous Apple Watch, which was the first Apple Watch ever made, and I'm a big fan of it. But I will tell you, if you have the money, going up to the Series 7 is a much better choice, but a big thing to also keep in mind is that the Series 8 may be a bigger upgrade. I don't want to keep delaying an update if you have it, but it does look like that may be the better one for you, possibly. I don't know you personally, but that could be something that may be up your alley. So I will let you guys know in a little bit how that goes. But first of all, starting off with the outside, the Apple Watch Series 2 came out in two different sizes. So it came out in a 38mm size and a 42mm size as well, which was actually a pretty good size in my opinion. Luckily for us, the Series 7 is pretty much in the same footprint as the Series 2. So you pretty much have that same body, the same bands work on both, which is really awesome. But you had a 41mm option for the Series 7, and it does go up to 45mm. And the screen difference is actually pretty large. The screen on the Series 7 kind of bleeds to the sides, where on the Series 2, it is pretty much stagnant. You know, it's kind of that older design. But like I mentioned, it doesn't look bad, and I was a fan of it at that time. But definitely going to the Series 7, there is a pretty big difference for sure. Now on top of that, the display is much better on the Series 7. You're getting an always-on display. It looks much better, more watch faces. The Series 2, I mean, if you're just planning on just, using it as a watch and looking at the time and stuff, it's still going to be fine. But that Series 7 is definitely the way to go there. Now the same wireless charging pad on both, like I mentioned, the bands work on both as well, but we do have a little bit of a difference with the digital crown now. The Series 7 has, blood oxygen levels, you can monitor your heart rate a lot better, and there's so many other things built in with just that digital crown itself. The Series 2 was pretty basic on the capability it had, and you had the heart sensor, which was cool. You can monitor your blood pressure as well. But I mean, definitely the Series 7 is a better way to go there. And in durability sense, one of the biggest features of the Series 7 was the durability of that watch. If you smash it around, if you dip it in water, it's going to be perfectly fine. With the Series 2, as far as I know, it was pretty durable when I used it. They do say it's kind of water resistant, but that Series 7 is definitely going to be the better way to go in that sense. So in terms of the outside, the Series 7 by far is the better way to go. But on top of that, we are seeing a little bit of a difference when it comes down to pretty much everything else about these watches. And the biggest thing is that the Apple Watch Series 2 is not getting any more updates. That thing is pretty much outdated as of right now. Now you can still probably pick this thing up and, still feel like you have a pretty good watch, but you're going to be pretty much outdated. It's not getting any more watchOS updates. I don't think it got watchOS 8, so you are pretty much outdated. The Apple Watch Series 7 is just getting started. So that is a big, massive thing to keep in mind. When you pick up a watch like the Apple Watch Series 7, you are going to be set forever. So again, that is one of the biggest things in my opinion, and I would probably recommend you, if you're going to go ahead and pick up something like an Apple Watch Series 2, you're pretty much outdated. I wouldn't recommend you doing it. The Series 7 is definitely the better way to go in that sense. Now on top of that, the performance segment is also pretty much different between these two. So the Apple Watch Series 2 had a S2 chip inside of it, which was actually a pretty big jump from the Series 0 that I had, which is pretty crazy. But with the Apple Watch Series 7, you are getting that S7 chip inside, which automatically makes it so much of a better watch in my opinion. I mean, you're getting so many different features, it's not even funny. It's much faster. A lot more apps are supported with this, and it does actually have a decent sized keyboard that you can use with it now, and you get that always on display and all those other improvements that it came with every single other Apple Watch. You now get it within the Series 7, which is amazing. So in my opinion, the performance segment is just one extra feature that the Series 7 has on top of so many other things over the Series 2, including dustproof, the most crack resistant front glass, cellular connection abilities, GPS, a louder speaker, way more storage built in, and faster charge times, and it's a much faster device than the Apple Watch Series 2. So what I will tell you is that if you currently own a Series 2, I still think it's a decent watch that has some value inside of it, but the biggest problem is that it's pretty much outdated. And if you're somebody who wants to kind of monitor more things within your health and get more accurate, measurements, the Apple Watch Series 7 may be the better way for you to go. There's a lot of features built in that even I forgot that came with every iteration after the watch, including the Series 3, 4, 5, SE, and Series 6. And now with the Series 7, it just makes sense for me to recommend you to update. I think the Series 2 had its time and had its place, price, but the Series 7 is definitely the better way to go. I would recommend you highly to pick it up and pretty much go from there. So in terms of that, this is my full comparison between these two. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.